We're doing a live by myself. All right, everybody, rise and shine. It is Mer World Card time. Dan left me here alone with the Sharks. This is Merlin and Mer World Cards. Dan is here. He just walked away. The great curator walked away to grab something real quick, guys. He is not MIA. He is here. You can see a shadow. Here he is sitting down with some slabs. He wants to show you guys. So really, really excited. Dan is hungry for a card show. And as you know from our thumbnail on Instagram, we are getting ready for the Del Mar Union Marketplace this weekend, Friday through Saturday, April 29th through May 1st at the Del Mar Fairgrounds in Del Mar, California. That's Southern California, right outside San Diego. Dan, are you ready? I know you're hungry.
I am ready. I am itching to get back in the game,
you
guys.
Are, dude.
It's been the last card show that I actually did was the Mint, which seems like it was so long ago. And I've been going to card shows weekly, just walking around. But it's like you go. It's like when you play a game. And then, it's like you play basketball, right? Like, let's just say you play basketball all the time, and then you just stop playing for a while, and then you go watch the games. It's not the same. You gotta get back on the field. You gotta get back on the court, and you gotta, you look at these people, and you're like, I could do better than him. I could do better than that guy, right? So you want to get back out there. So I am ready to go. I'm super excited for this weekend, the Del Mar show. We didn't really think about it for a while because we were so busy doing all these other shows, but this show is shaping up to be pretty big, I think.
You think it will be?
Yeah, because it's 3 days. California has not had a 3-day show since the pandemic reopened. I can't even remember when the last one is. So it's a 3-day show. It's in a huge convention hall or something like that. These guys, the Union Marketplace, Wiley and Alex, they're spending money to promote this show. Like I heard that they hired a professional event organizer to help run this thing. They've got big sponsors like eBay, Drip, and who else do I have? I don't even know, like some big sponsors putting money into promoting this show. They've got people coming from out of town, like the Dallas card investors are coming to California for the first time. They'll be grading cards and things like that. So I think that this is going to be like a next level card show. It's not going to be like your traditional card show where it's just a bunch of tables inside a hotel, ballroom. It's going to be more like an experience, I think. These guys, they've been doing these big shows for the last year or so, the Union Marketplace, and every time they try to step it up. Like they add music, then they add special guests, then they add, special events, right? Like within the show itself. So this is like their biggest show yet. So I'm actually super excited about this. I'm hoping that the vibe and energy there will be really good. I'm hoping there'll be a lot of new people that we haven't seen, like non-California people coming to the show. So that'll be super exciting. And then, it's 3 days. It's 3 days that we get to hang out, talk cards. Me and you get to hang out like 3 days. It seems like I haven't seen you in a while, even though I just saw you last week. It just seems like I haven't
wait a minute. We've seen each other pretty much every weekend. I didn't see you at the card stock, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm not standing by you for 8 hours straight, it seems like I haven't seen you. You know what I mean? Like we've seen each other for a minute or so, but
you thought you didn't see me last weekend, but you just saw my cousin Bobby. or Axel, as you called me last weekend.
Yeah, that freaked me out. We'll talk about that later. We'll address that. First of all, I thought that wig belonged to your friends, although it looks like you have your own wig. Okay. But I'm used to having you next to me for 8 hours. I can just turn my head and be like, hey, Merlin. So
I gotta go to the bathroom, Merlin, watch my stuff.
Yeah, I'm missing that for sure. So super excited about this weekend.
I'm gonna work the floor.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to see what what are people buying, what are people moving, what are people trading. Because I have no clue what's going on. I kind of feel like I'm out of the game right now, and I'm ready to get back on onto the ball field and play ball again.
Definitely. That's a good point. To be in the card game, it seems like it changes weekly, right? So to be on top of the game, you got to be active every single week. And if you're like a vendor or a dealer, you got to be setting up every week because you get rusty, right? You got to practice you got to practice the tenderizing skills, right? Otherwise, you're gonna get tenderized. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely super excited to be on the other end of the table for sure. I've been walking the tables. I've been on the other side walking the shows the last couple of weeks, and it's a different experience. It's not as fun for me. These people, they don't respect me. These dealers, they don't give me any respect. You know what I mean? They just they scoff at my cards and they lowball me on the offers and they give me like no trade value. So I just can't be on the other side. I need to be the one. I need to be the one tenderizing people, not the other way around.
No, yeah, same here, man.
So let's say hi to a couple people here.
Let's do it. What's up, CV Sports Cards?
Our friend.
What's up, fellas? You ready for this weekend? Yes, I am. Are you?
Yes.
Brooklyn State of Mind. What's up, man? What's up, dudes on the East Coast?
Okay. My friend Matt here.
Matt, can't wait to see y'all in Del Mar. Can't wait to see you, dude. The Del Mar content. Yeah, we'll probably do a show on Saturday as well.
Okay, so now you released a vlog today, and if you guys haven't subscribed to Merlin, okay, you guys need to become some Merlin maniacs, okay, Merlin minions. Subscribe to his channel, please. But he released a new vlog today, I think, about what was it called, the premiere show in Brea.
Right.
Okay, so what was your experience at? First of all, who was that guy? Who was that guy who showed up at that show?
That's my cousin Bobby. I just wanted to have a little fun, little like impractical Merlin jokers there.
First of all, I seriously didn't recognize you.
I know everybody. It didn't go that well. Like the joke, it wasn't that good of a wig. Maybe I should have had a beard or something. But the only person who did not recognize me right away was the person who I do every show with, is Dan. It took him it was about a 10 or 20-second delay. Everybody else figured out 2 seconds who I was.
To be fair, I was on my phone. I was focused on my phone. I was trying to win an auction, which I won, by the way. I won this auction. And just out of the corner of my eye, I see this guy who kind of waved at me and started walking towards me. So at first I was like, oh, great, another groupie. Who is this guy, right? And then
you had this look
yeah. And then you're smiling at me. You put your hand out to do a little fist bump. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure.
You're like, oh, no, I got to talk to this dude.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, oh, man, I'm trying to win this auction here. I don't have time to talk to this yuppie.
Like, oh, no. Distraction here.
And then I was like, wait a second. And then I realized it was you, and then it freaked me out.
I just want to have a little fun there, and go through the show and everything, and just have some fun. Try to find some stuff. I found three Stooges. The only thing I found pretty cool was the Three Stooges that I bought, and then Dan tagged me on Instagram the Four Stooges, which I thought was pretty freaking hilarious, man.
So that was your first time walking a show in a while, right? Tell us about your experience.
Was. Well, my cameraman, they thought the place smelled like a bunch of pickled toes because there's a bunch of guys.
Typical car show guys. Typical car show.
Yeah, it smelled like a men's locker room, she said. But it's just interesting. It's just like the same stuff over again. I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, it's all our friends, of course. I mean, I love seeing everybody. I love everybody so much. It's a great community we have here. But again, I think we emphasized this on the last show where you see these people, and if you don't like the deal or you don't feel like getting that card right away, you don't have to worry about it. You could just blow it off until the next week or the week after or the week after that. And you don't have to really make that deal until whenever. And deals aren't really made when they should be made, like you have at other card shows that we attend when we go out of state, say Dallas, Atlanta, Las Vegas, or wherever, the National, wherever we go, because the card shows aren't as special.
That's a good point. There's no sense of urgency, right? To do
exactly.
a deal.
No sense of urgency. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So you could just, put it off, or
that's true because I was meeting people there and, we were talking and then we're like, I can't tell you how many times people were like, let me get your number or let me get your Instagram and I'll hit you up, later in the week or something like that. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to talk to you later in the week. I want to do the deal now. If you're not going to talk to me now, I'm not going to do the deal with you later on. Don't expect anything out of me. So I thought that was kind of funny. Some dudes, let me just say this, okay? If you're in the card game today, you need to have an Instagram. That's how we communicate. That is how the community communicates. But I met some old timers there. No disrespect to them, but they were handing out like business cards. They were handing out like pieces of paper with an email on it, and I'm just thinking to myself, like,
dude, yeah.
I told them, I said, you guys got to get some Instagram, handles, because we can't do this. You know what I mean?
I get annoyed with that too, and especially when they say, "Dude, I'm too old for that shit." Excuse my language. And then I'm like, "Well, how old are you?" And they're either the same age as me or a few years younger than me. And I'm like, "That's no excuse. I'm the same age. I'm older than you, and I have everything, man." So don't use that excuse.
The hobby is rapidly evolving, I think, and we as members of the community here, we have to stay up to date, right? We have to stay up to date with the trends and the changes so that, we can be part of it and we don't feel like we're left behind, things like that. So if you're listening to this, guys, please get it. Please have an Instagram if you don't have one already, because that helps out a lot.
Guys, when you say you're too old for that stuff, that just means you're too lazy to do it.
Yes.
That's all it means. So that's all it means. Because I'm as old as you are, and I wasn't lazy to do it. I did it,
Before we get into our pickups, let's say hi to a couple other guys.
Let's do it. I love seeing everybody here.
Axel's in the house.
What's up, Axel? Always good to see him. What's up, guys? I need to start going to shows. I haven't even been to Bleecker Street, even though I live in New York City.
Oh, yes, really?
You live in New York City. Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just say this. And I've said this many times before, but really to maximize everything that you can get out of the hobby, you got to go to shows, guys. You've got to go to shows, even if they're just small, like 25 table shows in your local town, or if they're big 300 plus tables at like out of state shows or whatever. You guys got to go. The shows are where you find the best deals, where you find the best cards that you'll never find anywhere else. It's where you have the best interaction, where you can grow your network. You can have so much fun. It's just a great experience. It's like going to Disneyland, basically. And I want to touch on one thing that, well, not on a big scale, but I want to touch on one thing that you said earlier, is that, the people around here that we see all the time, that they're like family to us. That's what it's like. If you go to a card show, you don't have to buy anything, right? I often go to card shows and I never spend $1. But I'll go there because I just want to hang out with the boys. That's what it is. The boys and girls, but mainly the boys, where we're just hanging out. We're talking cards. We're, messing around, goofing off, whatever. That's the beauty of the card shows. That's where the benefit comes from, the interaction with the community, guys. So you must go. You must go. That's my biggest tip to you guys.
Yeah, and you build like relationships and trust in people, hopefully trust. And, people aren't shady anymore. And people hit you up, say like on Instagram, and you're like, and then they know what you collect or you invest in. And they like, Merlin, I got the Star Wars card. I know you're interested in it. So, a super fractor, one of one, maybe you can, if you're interested in it, maybe you can tenderize the curator in it, get it to them. Yeah, I'll give it to you in a great deal. And you can make better deals than like on eBay. And then, you buy it from them through Instagram and they'll ship it to you, and vice versa. And you make these trades and sells all through Instagram. And that's a great relationship to have with people.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the other side that I didn't even talk about, guys. Like you can do deals, you can make money, you can get really cool cards, all that stuff. But for me, it's all about the interaction with the community, the people. If you ever go to a card show where me and Merlin are set up, you can come to our table, you can hang out. It's a safe space. It is a safe space for all the alternative card collectors. You can come hang out with us, just talk and chat, take pictures, be on camera, all that stuff. So just definitely, guys, just try to get out to a card show. If you can't go, you don't have to go every week like me and Merlin, because we're like degenerates, but you can go maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months, and you'll love it. You'll love it.
That's great. And we have handfuls of people just, use our tables as like headquarters. And it's even other YouTube people, and they, put their equipment down at our table and they'll shoot stuff, and they just hang out and we talk, and their friends hang out with us and they trade with us, and we just sit and talk about cards all day as we sell too. So
I let people put cards in my case. Sometimes if they need help selling, I'll let people put cards in my case. If people want to leave like their card case behind our table, we'll watch it, no problem. It's just a good time to hang out. And these are, that's how we interact. But you can build those type of relationships with all the normal guys that go to card shows and stuff like that, and everybody's really friendly, and you'll just have a great time. Okay, next.
Exactly. Josh Packman, this is a great video you put out today. I guess that's me. Thanks, Josh. I guess I'll do more then. If you liked it, I'll do more. I guess I'll do more while we're in Del Mar. Feed the gods. Good evening, Aaron. Good to see him, buddy. Thanks for watching too. Poke Holo Sports. Good evening, you guys. Can't wait to see you guys at Del Mar. Yay! Can't wait to see y'all, man. You're getting me so excited.
Okay, here's
Dakota. Good guys. Love the undercover. Look like the Tiger King. That's what I guess I'll do. I'll make Dan be Carol Baskets maybe in the next video.
what's kind of funny or interesting? I just noticed is I'm starting to learn all these people's names, like their real life names. I don't know. I probably wouldn't recognize them if I saw them in person, but I definitely know the names of all these people now just because we interact so much on a weekly basis. Dakota here, Poke Holo.
He's got I knew his name from the beginning because it was so interesting.
Yeah, that's Gilbert. Aaron, Feed the Gods, Mervin, Axel. These are their real names, by the way. So it's cool. We're building this little community here where everybody's starting to get to know each other, and it's just again, this is another safe space that we have every Tuesday night where we just hang out and just talk cards, talk the hobby, and have fun.
I just remember Mervin meeting him at the card stock trading show because his name was Mervin and I was Merlin, and he had that cricket card.
Yeah.
Axel. Did we find out who Merworld Canada was? No. Was it you, Axel?
No, but maybe he'll show up tonight.
It was creepy, and it's probably one of you guys. Okay.
He doesn't look like he's in here tonight yet.
No.
So do you want to say anything about that? Do you want?
No, I have no clue. And I went to go searching for them, and they did not exist in Instagram or YouTube. So I have no clue. It was probably one of Dan's friends trying to mess with my head.
You have a very overzealous fan, maybe.
And they weren't trolling me or anything or saying anything bad. They were asking, regular,
I think it was very respectful. I think it was very respectful.
They were. And it was kind of weird because, where my logo is, where I have the, the card in the middle of my hand, it was like, instead of the card, it was the Canadian flag, the leaf in the middle.
That takes effort. Yes. It takes effort, Like they photoshopped that. So this person was dedicated to this.
They changed details here and there in my logo, which was pretty cool.
Okay, we'll have to find out who this person is.
I was totally flattered.
More World Canada. More World Canada. So we'll see. By the way, guys,
hopefully I'll meet them when we go to Canada one day.
Yeah. So me and Merlin, we're trying to coordinate and figure out if we can go to the June Sports Card Expo in Toronto. So that is definitely a possibility, guys. It's definitely a possibility. We'll see.
Did Jeff put that as one of his top 7 shows?
He did. So that kind of fired me up. That made me really want to go.
I bet it did.
I was doing the calendar for the rest of the year, and we've got big shows coming up. We got Chicago in June. There's a Toronto Expo in June. There's the Dallas show in May. The National July. Burbank shows coming up, Philly card shows, what's it called? Chantilly card show. So there's a lot going on for the rest of the year. I'm very excited. And as long as the schedule permits, me, Merlin, and Brian, Sunday League Investor, we're going to be attending all those shows, guys. So we'll be able to say hi to all you guys who can't come out to the normal shows that we go to. So there's that. Okay, let's see here. Feed the Gods.
Aaron, love that video you did, Merlin. Really digging your recent videos on your channel. Can't wait to see what else you post. Thank you, Aaron. You're really motivating me, man. Thank you for the reception. Thank you so much. Dimension Sports Cards. What's up, guys? Great talking to you at the premiere, Merlin. You too as well, Dimension. See you again, hopefully in Del Mar. Sports Cards Anonymous. Dan, what you drinking, sir? What you drinking? Dakota asked.
I'm drinking Gatorade. Gatorade. I need to stay hydrated for this show.
Why
tonight.
is that?
I just like to drink Gatorade. I like to. I feel like it hydrates
I love
me.
how you're drinking on the rocks right there.
Yeah,
The big
keeps
rock
me going.
right
I got the special ice a ball maker thing here. I treat it like a
There's
cocktail.
no scotch in there at all, or whiskey?
No. I just pretend.
Hey, Dakota, when you coming out to California to a card show, man? Dakota's been putting out some really good content lately as well. I want everybody to tell everyone out there. So check out his stuff on Sports Cards Anonymous on YouTube.
Definitely.
Some really good stuff about football cards. So check it out. Mervin Flores, coming to New York anytime soon. What's the update on Bleecker? Still trying to figure it out, right, Dan?
Yeah, so I just messaged them. I got a response. They're super busy, so they're like slow to respond to me. We have not locked in the date yet, so we'll see. But if it doesn't work that weekend, I don't know when the next time we're going to be able to go out to New York. So we're really trying to coordinate our schedules so that it makes sense, so that me and Merlin don't have to like keep flying cross country so much.
Right.
So, but we'll see. When we have an update, we'll let you guys know. Hopefully by next week, I'll either be able to tell you guys we're going to do it for sure, or we're just going to have to postpone it for another time.
Let's just make sure we do it when the weather's good.
Yes.
CV Sports Cards. There's going to be some big deals made this week, and let's hope so, man.
I hope so.
I got all my paychecks this week, so let's get them ready. Justin Udell, what's up, Dan and Merlin? What's up, Justin, man? Good to see you, brother. Carl Aaron, what's up? Vintage Sports Cards. Yo, what's up? Good to see you, man. Dex Flow, GC, Merle going up after the 2021 Topps Finest Charlotte Flair Rainbow. Have 8 of the 11, including the Superfractor. Oh, my goodness. That's a nice one.
He's going after it? Dex is going after it? Ooh, you have a Superfractor, huh?
Did you see it? Is that what, on eBay or what?
I think I know what he's talking about, but I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up to know.
So he's a big Charlotte Flair fan too. Dex says. Oh, wow. Vintage Lord. I like the Marvel Masterpieces frame behind you better than the frame ship art.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. I kind of changed my position in my room.
I know you have. You've been doing this recently.
Do you guys want me to go back to having the ship in the background, or can you guys admire this for a little bit? I'll probably switch back and forth.
But you had the Marvel one too just recently, but you only kept that for like a week or two.
Which one?
The Marvel ship.
Oh no, that's like right across from me. I didn't have room.
You just let me show you guys. Picked it up and you only had it in the background for like a week or two.
Right there. You see that?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, there's the ship. There's all the stuff, all that stuff. Give you guys behind the scenes there. Okay, let's see. What else we have here?
Don't go to Merlin Curator tables. You'll get tenderized. Thanks a lot, Charles.
We'll tenderize you, but we'll be very nice about it. You won't even notice it. You won't even feel it. Let's see here.
Dex Flow Toys. Loved your talk with the wrestling guy. I watched the VOD beginning till the end. All right. Dex loves wrestling. You talked to Zan again, right?
Zan
show this time.
Yeah, Zan asked to be. He's trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so he asked to do a show with me. So we did that last Saturday, and it was really cool. We just talked wrestling the whole time. I had a lot of fun. If you guys don't know Zan, please check out his channel. Please subscribe. Even if you don't care about wrestling cards, it helps. Guys, let me just tell you, we try to build our subscriber count because that helps the algorithm and all that stuff. So just subscribe to him anyways, guys. Even if you never watch any of his videos, just subscribe. It helps out a lot. And make sure you subscribe to Merlin and me also, please.
That's right. And like I said, check out my new video just posted right before the show tonight. So go to my channel at Merle Cards and please subscribe. I need to get my subscribers up as well. So, Dan doesn't, pick on me. Jordan, Merlin, are you down to set up in Toronto in June? Of course, we're trying to get that done, Jordan. We want to hang out with you, brother. We want to get this going, man. We're definitely interested in Toronto, aren't we, Dan? What's the deal with that, Dan?
For sure. As soon as you confirm, I think I can apply to get a table, and I just got to pay for it, and then we'll be locked in, and then we got to go.
And you got your passport ready?
Yeah, my passport's ready. I can go.
My passport's ready. Yeah, I don't think it's expired.
Yeah, so we'll plan it out. We'll talk tonight.
Okay. Craven Cards, what's up? What's up? Brian Manata, hey guys, watching from the East Coast and just starting going to shows. Is there a main site to see what shows are coming up? From over here, one of the ones I do is Instagram. It's my friend Donald. It's go to Instagram, the show locator. That's the show locator. Look, go on Instagram and find him out. That's one. Do you know another one, Dan, they use to find shows?
Mainly what you can do is, well, you have to be on Instagram and follow the content creators, guys like myself, Merlin, Roth Cards, Mojo, because we go to all the shows and we post what shows we go to. Those are going to be all the big shows. Locally, you got to follow people in your community, and then you guys will start sharing what shows you go to. So that's a good way to do it. Also, on Sports Card Investors desktop website, he put some type of show search engine thing on there. I haven't used it yet, but I heard about it, so maybe that's another way you can check it out.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. What do we have here?
Josh Packham, if you come to Toronto, I will stop by your booth. Well, I hope so, Josh. Please do. It would be great to see you if that's where you're from, Toronto. And tell us some great places to check out for food as well, since Dan and I love food. Dexflow Toys, Mervin. I legit thought at one time you were my cousin.
Boy.
That's Mervin, not Merlin. I have a cousin named Marvin Flores, who's also in the cards. There's a lot of Mervins and Merlins in here, and Marvins.
Right. I think I just popped real big at this next comment that I was screening out here.
Okay. Okay. Mother efforts. World South America. Great. World's all over. This is like Disney World, guys. There's going to be like Disney World, Tokyo, World Tokyo.
This is great. Whoever's doing this is great. I love it.
I hope DeSantis doesn't shut me down next. World South America. Que pasa, mi amigos? Merle muy caliente. Muchas gracias. I love podcasts. Are you buying WA Prism right now? A little, but the prices have been fluctuating a lot. So I'm kind of.
I bought one card. Let's take a break from the comments. Let's take a break from the comments and do like a little mail day about our weekly pickups here. Do you want to start, or you want me to kind of show off?
Well, guys, right now, Merlin, Dan, we don't buy much sports, but when I do, I make sure my sports cards are damn good picks, folks. And right now, with the basketball playoffs going, in action right now, nobody knows. Even though I live in Los Angeles, and we're here, mostly Lakers and Clippers, but I grew up on the East Coast in North Carolina. But I was a Bird fan and Boston fan, so I still have my heart set with the Celtics. And one of my favorite players is Jason Tatum. And right before the series started with the Celtics and the Nets, I bought this card, and it just arrived today. Folks, look at this. It is a green prism of Jason Tatum, pure gem mint, all 9.5s subgrades.
That was a good buy. Wow.
Jason just arrived today. I'm very happy with that buy because they swept the Nets, and he is looking good, and they look like they are definitely contenders for the World Championship. Definitely. So that was my pickup. I don't know if I showed any more, but I also got this one. This came back from PSA. Nice Spider-Man Decades.
Beautiful.
And this is out of 720 pack pool, and it got a PSA 10. And PSA has not been given much 10s lately because
show close up. Better close up. People can't appreciate this from that. Look at what that looks like, guys. It looks like psychedelic.
It is really great.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, it's really shiny and it's a beautiful card. Mm-hmm. How about you, man?
Okay, let me go into my Marvel real quick here. So I picked this up. This was actually given to me as a gift from Banger Wax at the show last week here. Check that.
Yeah, those are great folks too. Check them on Instagram at Bangers Wax.
Yeah, so I'm definitely getting more into this Weiss Schwartz Marvel series here. These cards are just so beautiful to me. They're in Japanese, so I don't understand it, but they just look pretty damn cool. So I got this. It's got like a little sparkle thing on it. Got that. CGC case too, so that's interesting. Check that out, guys. Picked up this Moon Knight Lucky Eights. Check that out. He looks like
you got that?
Yeah, he looks like a ninja.
Oh, I tried to
Check that
win
out, guys.
one in an auction. Where'd you acquire that one?
eBay. I probably beat you
must
out on
have
it.
beat me, you bastard.
Oh yeah. When I have my mindset on something, I don't lose. I don't lose, guys. But check that out. That's pretty cool. This is numbered out of 88. This is out of the Flair Marvel. I don't know what year is this. 2019 Flair Marvel. Yeah, Lucky Eights are a pretty cool set here. It's got this like metallic feel to it. So who knows what I'll do with this. Then we can switch to wrestling. I picked this up. I don't know anything about this, but I just thought it was super cool. So I picked up these Prism stickers. I think they're from 1985. You know, there's nothing written on the back of it, but it's cool. It's Hulk Hogan. So check that out.
Now, can you get that graded or not?
Yeah. I assume so, because they grade the Jordan stickers.
I know. Who are you going to try to find that out with? A BGS?
See? It's from the same. It's the same one, right? So I think so. I don't know, but I want to because I think it's cool. But check that out, guys. Hogan sticker there. And then I got my first WWE Prism card, the only one I have, which is my goddess here.
Your Amazon Charlotte goddess.
Flair. Oh yeah, I love her. I'm obsessed with her, guys. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Look at the photo on this.
See, that's why I got the blonde wig when we go home.
Yeah. He knows what I like.
I know he likes blondes.
Yeah, he knows what I like. He knows what I like. But check this out. So this is the gold Prism out of 10. Pick this up here. This is interesting. This is basically their knockoff version of the Five Timers Club. I think
it does look like it. It does.
Yeah. That's what this series
holding the belt. Yeah.
Yeah. So pick that up. Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. Let me
look at
I'll
those
let you guys admire it. I'll let you guys admire it for a while. And this is not Photoshop, guys. She really looks like that. She really looks like that. Okay, so there's that. And then did I show you the Boba Fett?
No, I don't think so.
The figure, the graded figure that I've showed you.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Okay,
yes.
There was that. So I'm starting to get into graded toys now, guys. So I've got more coming, but I just wanted to show this off again in case you didn't see it last week. Check that out. Graded by this company, CAS. Check that out there. So this is interesting how they do this. Okay, this is why I like these things here. They encase it, right? Just like how we encase our cards, but they hide the label. So the label does not distract from the toys. So it's more like a display piece. And every time every figure is a different custom layout. If you check out their website, it's a different custom layout of how they display it. So I think there's a really, really interesting pieces. They display very well. I don't really, honestly, like I'm a noob when it comes to graded toys, so I don't even really care about the grades, to be honest. I just like the way that they display. But I'm sure at some point when these things are worth money, that people will be really crazy for like the high grades and stuff like that. But right now, we're just kind of enjoying it for what it is. So, yeah, so those are my weekly pickups.
Because look, I got those these cards as well.
Who is that?
It's Psylocke, Emma Frost, and Mockingbird.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to get these. I just got these from ComC because I can find a bunch on these ComC.
Nice.
So I picked those up.
Yeah.
One of my favorite comedians just passed away last week. So this is one for my PC. Gilbert Gottfried. May he rest in peace. Autographed private signings from Panini Americana.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. So you showed one of those vending Prism cards. So, I had that shirt that I wore at the premiere show, but, one of my favorite singers, Dolly Parton.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
So I want to see if this will get graded or not, because it is, a blank back. Is those cards blank backs?
Yeah.
So hopefully BGS will grade that or not. We'll find out, but that'd be great.
See, this is why I love doing this show. I'm not a Dolly Parton fan. I mean, I like her and all, but I don't collect her stuff. But when I see something like that, that's like a crossover from something that I collect, I think it just like piques my interest, guys. So that's why I just love
from the 70s.
To see different things.
Yeah, because it has like trademark. Because the thing was, I didn't know when I first sent this to PSA in a bulk submission thing, and it got rejected because I didn't know at the time.
Hmm.
And I just got that recently back, rejected after 2 years with PSA. I don't know how long it took. And then with the push with Austin Theory and the WWE right now, what belt did he just win? I just totally blanked out. Which title? Intercontinental? Which belt did he just
I don't
win
know.
on Raw? Over Finn
US
Balor?
Championship?
Was the
US
US?
Championship? Yeah.
So I got this one numbered 1 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to pick that one up. I got this Roman Reigns numbered out of 25 card, a green.
I love Roman Reigns. He's so great.
The Rock blue numbered out of 25, and then this red parallel. It's not a number one,
nice.
but it's a red parallel.
Beautiful.
And then this 1 of 1 relic
Ricochet?
Autograph of Ricochet. 1 of 1.
Nice.
So I thought that was kind of cool. And then a X-Fractor of The Rock. So I got some, wrestling pickups here and there that I thought were pretty good stills. That's it. Beautiful. So that was my weekly pickups. That just all arrived the last day or two.
Okay, let's get to some other comments here.
All right, World South America. No me gusta un taco, me gusta la fiesta. Me gusta card trading.
Let's see here.
Merle, that is freaking beautiful. Thank you, Dakota, man.
He must be talking about your Tatum.
The Tatum, definitely. It is a very beautiful card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy with that. The Moon Knight is a banger. That definitely is too. And I think he beat me on that card. I can't believe that on eBay. I'm going to have to wrestle him when we get down to Del Mar. Spurs super fan. Those are rare oddballs. Yes, they are. That's what we're here for, man. That's what Dan and I do, man. Spurs super fan. That's step 8 in how to tenderize a deal. Wear a blonde wig. Thank you, dude.
Yeah. That will get me for sure, guys. That will get me. Oh, check it out. Armin Blue's in the house.
What's up, Armin? Good to see you, buddy.
Happy belated birthday, buddy. I haven't seen you in a while, but I know it was your birthday. Like 2 weeks ago, I think it was his birthday.
Is he coming down the Del Mar? I'm going to see you down there.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. It's a long drive for him. He lives like way in the valley. So,
but is he going to stay down there or whatever?
Yes. We hope to see you down there, Armin. If you can,
love to, man.
Make it down there. NorCal Emperor's in the house.
What's up, NorCal?
Okay, all right. We got to the comments there. All right. What do we have to talk about here?
So, you've been watching Moon Knight since you've been buying the cards?
Yeah.
Enjoying it?
I was a casual Moon Knight fan, and then I've been getting more into it as I've been watching this show. And I'm loving it a lot more because all these Disney Plus shows are really well done. So
yes.
It's very interesting to see. And if I can just kind of segue real quick here, I'll tell you another show that I'm loving, guys.
Okay.
Halo.
It's a series?
Yeah. It's
on what?
Series. I forget, Paramount or something like that. HBO. Okay. It's one of those streaming services.
I have them all, so I'll check and see which one is on.
Yeah, but Halo, I mean, as a kid growing up, I played Halo all the time.
Oh,
I was damn good at Halo, guys. For a period of like 3 years, I was like ranked, across the country as one of the top players.
Oh my God, did you go to those LAN parties?
Yes, yeah.
You're one of those.
I have fond
I had so many
memories
friends that did that in SoCal.
We would play for like 6-7 hours, just constantly, playing and killing people, playing teams online and blue team, red team, or whatever. And it was so much fun those days. So to see that show, it has like this weird storyline to it, but it definitely has a lot of Easter eggs to the old school video game. And the last episode that came out, they did this big battle scene, which was badass, and I am loving it. I'm getting to the point I might have to start looking for some Halo cards.
Really?
Yeah, because it's just such a damn cool show. So if you guys ever played Halo, if you're ever fans of Halo, go check out that show. You guys will like it. Paramount, that's what they said it's
okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I'm getting into here. Let me get back to some of these comments here.
Oh my God, because Paramount, yes. I have Paramount because we watched Jackass forever.
So yes, I think he is going to go. I think that's what it means.
All right, Armin's going to be there.
Look at his picture too. Is that like from Game of Thrones or something like that? Is that a sword?
It is? Or is that
Jon
like
Snow's sword?
Armenian?
I can't tell.
I think it might be something Armenian.
No,
Like,
that's got to be like some kind of fantasy sword there. Tell us what that is, Armin, what their picture is here.
oh, I see. Okay. Josh, Merlin,
Josh,
what
real quick.
set are those Three Stooges from? It's 1959.
1959 what? Just like celebrity cards or something? Or
Tops or something? Let me check here.
Oh,
I'll tell
Topps
you
made
right.
those? Interesting.
I don't know. It just I don't even know. It just says Three Stooges on it. It has no clue. What the hell I did with them.
Okay. Toa's in the house now.
Hmm.
Let's see what he's.
Tua, good curator army mount up. Ballpark, Halo is on Paramount. Yes, okay, cool. I'll try to see if I can watch it. Mervin, didn't know you played Halo, Dan.
Oh yeah, when I was back in college, we played it, and I'll tell you guys, I was good. I was like top ranked player.
That means no one ever saw Dan.
Yeah. But now I can't. The video games have left me behind. Now, if I try to, my hand-eye coordination is not good enough anymore. I can't do it. I get a headache playing. But back in the day, I could go for like 8 hours straight. It was awesome.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Sports Cards Anonymous, Dakota says, Merle, I need a signed lava lamp. What I got to do? I'll send PP friends and fam.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Arman, yes, from GOT.
See, I knew it.
Okay,
I knew it.
Good.
I am a pop.
So I didn't know Armin was a big GOT fan.
Oh, he's got everything. Man. I think he's got what is that girl? Amelia Clark's
autograph card?
Yeah, I think he showed me something crazy like that.
Yeah, they're super expensive.
Armin's got some crazy cards in his collection.
I'd love to have some. Amelia Clark. Next flow. Merle, thoughts on 1978 Kiss Donruss cards? Yeah, I guess they're okay. I don't know how much they're worth right now, though.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird. Kiss was the very last band that I saw, like just a few days right before my birthday, right before the pandemic, before lockdown. I saw them at Staples Center. And I sat right, believe it or not, David Lee Roth opened up, and I sat right next to Gene Simmons' wife and her family, his family and everything. It was really weird. It was really strange because I got the tickets last minute, and I think that Ticketmaster dumped these tickets like right in the very front row, VIP, like on the day of. And I bought the tickets the day of for like just retail. So I took with my friend for his birthday, and we had the best time in the world. And I don't think they sung any of the songs. They were all lip syncing, and it was really bad. But it was a great production. It was great. It was pretty funny. To Halo and Golden Eye 007. Oh, you played that too? Did you play GoldenEye?
I didn't play GoldenEye that much, but I definitely was all over Halo for many years.
Aaron says, "Hey Dan, if you ever want to hop back on Halo again, I got you, sir. No worries." I can see Aaron playing that all the time.
I'd be terrible at it right now. Let's see.
Why? How long ago was the last time you played it, Dan?
Back in college, like 20 years ago, basically.
Sports Cards Anonymous, yes, Toa. Dexflow was never a Halo guy, but game is Overwatch. Overwatch 2 beta came out today. Damn.
Oh, I never played that myself, but yeah, I got out of video games a while ago. But man, that was a big part of my childhood too. I think that's why I feel like those people that like what's that? Man, it's escaping my mind right now. Fortnite. That's why I think the Fortnite cards will be a play in 10 years, because all the people that are obsessed with Fortnite right now will probably want to go back and start, collecting those things when they're older, if they ever get into the card game. Like if they had Halo cards right now, I'd probably be buying Halo cards, to be honest.
They don't have Halo cards?
Not that I know of. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe I do.
I think they are.
But I mean, I buy like Super Mario cards and stuff like that, and I have fun with that. So we'll see.
Yeah, anything with nostalgia, there's going to be nostalgia regardless. Sports Cards Anonymous. Are y'all going to Dallas in May? Dan will be there. I will not for this one, but I'll be back in July.
Yeah, I'll see you there. Dakota.
Toa, anyone remember going to the arcades to play Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat? The lines were
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
I
yeah.
do. I
That's a
do.
big part of my childhood too,
That's
where we
definitely
actually,
my childhood,
yeah,
man. Big
where we
time.
had arcades and we had to put quarters in and go play that stuff. So that was a good
And I
time.
remember the very first, not Sega, but the very first, the one up right now, the PlayStation,
Mm-hmm.
playing all those games on the very first ones back in college.
Oh yeah, those are good
Oh my
times.
goodness.
Okay, so I think we caught up to all the comments here. Anything that bends your corner you want to talk about this week?
No, not really, because I haven't been really experiencing much. Um, yeah, nothing yet. Maybe after next weekend, after we come back from Del
Yeah.
Mar. How about you?
Didn't you get upset at the last show? Somebody upset you about something?
I already mentioned that on the last
Oh,
Between
okay.
Two Slabs.
Okay. Let me see here. It's been relatively quiet. I can honestly say this is a good sign, guys. This is a good sign when there's like not a lot of news that pisses you off in the hobby. So nothing really bad is happening, but I am working on a video, and then maybe I'll give you guys this preview about this video that I want to talk about. I want to talk about the term pumping and dumping. Okay.
Okay.
Because I think that people are misusing it in the hobby.
Yes.
Um, Pumping and dumping, everybody knows what it is, right? But I'll just give you a definition, my definition of it, so that you for the sake of this conversation here. But basically, it's when it's used primarily in like stocks and the crypto categories, where somebody has a very large position in a low value item, stock or whatever, or stock or crypto. Excuse me. And then they'll promote that. Let's just use crypto for an example. They'll promote that crypto coin, um, claiming that it's going to go up in value exponentially and you'll be able to make your money. And they basically drive up demand or create demand for it, which causes trading for that item, and then that raises the price. And because they have such a large position in that, they're able to sell it off when it gets to a certain price point. And when they sell it off, that creates more supply than demand, and then it drives down the price. So that's what basically pumping dumping means, guys, in the context of stocks and cryptocurrencies. But I think that with cards, it's a little bit different. And I don't even know if it's a really accurate term to use for what we do here, because there's so many people out there right now that will use that term. Content creators, people who have YouTube channels and things like that, they'll use that term for things that they don't understand, okay, or things that they don't collect. They'll say, like, if it's not football, baseball, basketball, or hockey or whatever, right? If it's a different sport like UFC, F1, Marvel cards, Star Wars, whatever, right? They see no value in those categories, and then anybody that promotes those type of cards with any type of enthusiasm, like us, for example, they'll accuse us of pumping and dumping. And I just think that's a mischaracterization. And what it does is it confuses people that are not savvy enough to understand what's really going on, right? And it will undermine people's confidence, and it creates like a division within the community. And that's why I don't like it when people use those terms. So I want to make a video where I'm describing what it is, and then how it doesn't really apply to what we do here in the hobby. And maybe just try to educate people a little bit out there like that. And let me explain to you why. My daughter's crying right now. Let me explain to you why it doesn't really apply to the hobby. Because in the hobby, right, if you apply it to, like, if you apply it in the literal sense where somebody has a very large position in one type of card, right, where let's just say, like, I don't know, let's just say like this card, this Charlotte Flair card that I have here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say, like, the position I would have to have in this to go through the trouble of pumping it up and then dumping it. There's only 10 of these, right? 10 of these gold ones. And I'd have to pump the whole category of WWE Prism to make people buy it. And just like, I mean, not many people have that type of influence. I certainly don't, right? Not many people have that type of influence to pump up an entire market that has really no value. Also, not many people have such a large position in any type of single card or even a category of cards that they would be able to really. Oh man, my daughter's trying to break in my room right now. They
Here we
would
go.
really try to benefit from that, right? Like it's not like I'm sitting on like 10,000 of these type of cards where I can drive up the hype and people will buy it, right? It's just like it just doesn't apply,
It's
right?
not
And
worth the money and time.
yeah, and what people are doing is they're applying that term pump and dump to um, broad categories of cards. Like I'll just use wrestling for example, right? Wrestling cards historically have not been very valuable. Then these cards come out. Now everybody's accusing everybody of pumping and dumping. If you're a fan of these cards, like me and Zane just talked about this last week, right? If you're a big fan of these cards and you're a big proponent of these cards and you show it off on your channel and you make content about it, the first thing that these negative people do is they basically say that these cards are worthless. You're just trying to profit off of this, um, and what really bends my corner about this is that it's like when did it become not okay to have pride of ownership in the things that you collect, right? When is it not okay to show off your collection and to tell people what it is and to share it with other people? And I was talking to Zane about this. So if you guys haven't watched that conversation that I had with him, go back and check that out. For our community here, for our hobby to continue to grow, right? We have to share these things. Like you just showed me that Dolly Parton sticker. I never knew that existed. And had
Right?
you never shown it to me, I would never had known. And then, but all the people that you shown that to, maybe somebody will look it up and maybe somebody will start collecting that type of stuff. Or like the Prism sticker that I just showed off right here, right? Like, or like the Lucky Eights. I'm guaranteeing nobody's ever seen these things before. So for us,
right,
we own it, right? But we're showing it off because we're proud of it and we want other people to collect the things that we like because we are trying to grow our community of collectors. All right. And if we can grow our community of collectors, that will raise the demand, which in turn will raise the values of our cards, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing to do. Right.
No.
The term pump and dump, as I see it, is you have to have like some type of malicious intent to basically pump up something that has no real value to it with the intention that you're going to, dump it off later on. But with that, I don't think that really applies to cards. Okay. Because cards are collectible and everything can be collectible. It doesn't matter if it's $1 or $1,000 or whatever, everything is collectible. Everything has a certain value to it. Now, of course, this doesn't apply to everything. There are people that are strictly like flippers in the hobby, and all they do is they buy cards with the intent of flipping and making money. My content, and I don't think that your content either, is directed at those people. So,
No.
I don't really care what they do. I don't really care what they do. But those people, they don't have influence either. They don't have influence. They may have large positions in certain cards, but they don't really have influence in the market. So, anyways, the whole point of this rant is basically, I think that people need to stop using that term so freely. Just because somebody is very passionate about what they collect and they show it off, right? And if it happens to go up in value because they showed it off so much, it created demand for it. That's not like their original intent. You know what I mean? So I don't know. What do you think about that?
No, I totally agree. I mean, when you and I talked about doing a YouTube show and conceptualizing what it was going to be about, what our show would be about, we thought like, okay, let's do something that's much different than everybody else's shows. Let's show people cards that were going to be different than the same old, because we like to collect different things. So let's show little things that are more oddball and more unique to get people more inspired about different things. And that was our motivation to create Between Two Slabs. And I think that's what made this show successful. And that's why we're pretty much doing this 6 months later. And that's what keeps us motivated, inspiring us to keep doing the show and going to card shows. And that's, if you go to our shows, that's what's our display case. That's what makes us buy cards that are different and more unique. And that's our sport. Our sport is buying not just sports cards, but non-sports cards and the unique things that we show you week to week. And it also opens doors for you all that you see things different. And it's great when we go. I'll tell you, Dan, like I will watch every single week. I'll watch other YouTube guys, and they're here watching us right now on shows. I mean, I see Dakota, I see Flipping Steve and Dustin, and even the guys from sports cards investors. I'll watch their shows and their videos, and they'll mention us in their videos. They'll be like, "Oh, I was watching The Great Curator or Merle Cards," and they'll mention a card or something that I didn't even know existed until I was watching their video, and it opened doors. And they were like, "I went on eBay to look for more of those cards, but I didn't even know those existed till Merle or Dan talked about it." And that's inspiring. That's inspiring to me, and it makes me like I'm glad that I was influenced them.
Yeah, and the reason this like topic came into my head here is because like I'll post, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I just post like a lot of just random stuff. I post a lot of funny stuff, but I post a lot of cool cards too. And I think and I found myself recently like trying to check myself as I'm posting these things, like, oh wait, if I post this, are people gonna like accuse me of pumping this card or whatever? And I just I was like thinking to myself, why am I thinking about that? And it's because there's so many, there's not a lot, but there's a select number of people out there that will accuse other people of doing these things. And it's just I think it's what's the word I'm looking for? I think it's stopping the growth of the hobby, because like you just said, you used a perfect example, Merlin. You show things that people never seen before, and then they go, they discover it. They say, hey, that looks cool. Then they go on eBay, they try to add it to their collection to buy it or whatever, right? That's what content creators are for. That's where I see my role here in the hobby is basically I show off a lot of cool stuff that nobody's ever seen before. I talk about it. I educate people on it, and things like that, right? That's what we all do to a certain extent. And that's what grows the hobby, and when you have certain people out there who say that, you shouldn't be talking about that. Those cards are not worth anything. Or they highlight, I talked about this before last week, where they highlight or they root for people to lose, where they highlight auction sales that go dramatically down. I just don't see how that brings a lot of value to the hobby. If there were people out there that said, okay, go buy 10 of these Charlotte cards. They're worth $100 today, but probably in 3 months when she wins a championship, they'll go to like $1,500, and then you can turn them around and sell them at a profit. Okay. Yes. If somebody does something like that, you got me.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's
a different thing. Right. And if
that's a different narrative, definitely.
Right. If they own a whole bunch of it, okay, fine. But for what most people do, like what me, Merlin, and a lot of other people do, where we show off, hey, check this out. This is a really cool card. Check out this vibranium. These are very undervalued right now compared to PMG. So you can actually buy these things. They look really cool. That's not pumping and dumping, guys. So I just hope that, and I don't think that those people who are doing that, I don't think they're going to stop anytime soon. But what I hope is that people will be, have a different perspective when they hear those arguments being made, and then they won't take it too seriously, is what I'm hoping.
Yeah, man. So, most people that watch our show are collectors anyway, that specialize in whatever cards they collect. It could be sports cards, it could be Star Wars cards, Marvel, wrestling, music cards, that they like those cards. They may sell some of their cards, but in the most part, they collect whatever they enjoy collecting.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I get these stupid comments where I have to block these people, right? I block so many people, but I'll get these stupid comments like, oh, you're pumping Marvel cards, or you're pumping Star Wars cards, and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, Yeah, because we're not pumping, we're promoting. Okay. We're promoting because we love it. We're enthusiastic about it and we're sharing that content with everybody else. But they already have this like negative mindset in their mind that people shouldn't be buying that stuff, right? Or the prices of those things are too high. But we don't set the price for those things. It's
No,
like whoever owns those cars, they set the price, and whoever willing to pay for it, they pay for it, and that's how it is. That's how the hobby works. But if we don't promote different things, we're just going to be trading the same cards over and over again, and it's never going to grow.
Then it's going to cause burnout.
Yeah. It's never going to grow the hobby, guys. It's never going to grow a hobby. So let's get to some of these comments here. It looks like I touched a nerve.
We have a lot of
some people.
Dakota. I didn't know that pump and dump was considered bad. I thought that was the point of being a content creator.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Exactly. And then he says people are way too quick to yell pump and dump when in reality someone just saw the boom before it happened. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, again, you look at something and you don't understand the value. You don't see the value just because. Let me use another example here.
But the thing is, we're not even pumping and dumping. We're promoting and still like buying and investing in the same things we're still promoting.
Yeah, let me just show you.
We still have Marvel cards. We're still investing in. You saw, Dan, what I have. We still have Marvel cards. We're still buying Marvel cards. We're still buying Star Wars cards and other sports cards.
Right.
We were last year when we met.
So check that. This is a sketch card.
Wolverine. Yeah.
Exquisite sketch card here, Wolverine. These, sketch cards, awesome. They're not worth that much money. They're worth a few $100, right? But like let's just say next year these things they become recognized as pieces of art. And suddenly they go for thousands of dollars, right?
Right.
And then we start talking about that. Are they gonna accuse us of like pumping and dumping at that time? It's like, no. We're just showing off things that people didn't see value in it before, but we saw value in it, and we share that perspective of other people, and then they start to have that same perspective, and then people get offended by that,
So Flippin' Steve had an altercation last night on his live, someone claiming he was pumping and dumping. Yeah, of course. Steve, yeah, whatever.
I know Steve. Yes. He's a cool guy. He's like the last person that would ever be like, first of all, if you ever watch him, no offense, Steve, but he's super monotone about the way he's talking. So I can't imagine Steve pumping anything up other than just like talking about like he'd think it was cool. You know what I mean? So, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like
Flippin' Steve, laid back person ever.
Yeah. He's doing his show. I don't know the context of this, but I'm just going to make some assumptions here. He's doing his show and then and he's talking about something that he likes, right? And then somebody just accuses him of pumping and dumping that. I don't think that's fair. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. It's like they're using this term too loosely. They don't understand what it really means. So that's why I have a problem with that.
They're just using that against everybody. If you don't like what someone's doing, then you just use that accusation on everyone. That's ridiculous. Great curator. If I ever sell my Charlotte Flair Rainbow, you'll get first shot at it. There you go.
I appreciate that.
Dakota says, Toa Hang, when was it? Early, mid, late? What's he talking about?
He's talking about the Flipping Steve conference.
Oh, it was toward three-quarters of the way in. Okay, of last night's
we're going to have to watch that, guys. Everybody's going to have to go watch that.
I didn't get to watch it all from Monday night's live video
boost
last
up
night.
His views.
Because Steve hasn't been doing his Monday nights because he's been working so much until last night.
Let's see here.
I was editing my content last night, so I didn't get to watch it live. Dakota says, so much of our hobby is discovery. It is why eBay is the best way to buy. It's the reason people watch us. Sports card collecting is art. People look for inspiration. That's great, Dakota. Thank you, Dakota.
Yes.
Photo. Why all the hate? People just jealous. Haters gotta hate.
Yeah, they're I often ask myself that too. It's like we're a hobby, guys. This is not politics. This is not like our workplace. This is not like real life problems. Like we're in a hobby, yet people choose to stir up these kind of dramas and bring that kind of negativity to our hobby. And I'm always scratching my head like, why, right? And if you guys have been following me for a while, my message on things is I'm always like, just be nice to people, be positive. If anybody tries to like tries to instigate some problems with me, I usually just ignore them or I block them. And then even then I get like a lot of um like hate messages just because I take that stance, right? So I just think there's like people like that no matter what in life. You could be doing anything in life, they're going to have that type of attitude and that type of outlook on things. And I just want, the purpose of us talking about it is I just want to make sure that the people who maybe don't know any better aren't like loosely following these guys, because I'm just telling you that'll be a waste of your time, right? Basically.
No, man, I've worked 25 years in the entertainment industry, and let me tell you, there's a lot of jealousy in this industry and a lot of shit talking. So I've been used to it for 25 years. So this is nothing. It's just the same old, same old. So you just have to ignore it and just brush it off your shoulders, Dan. And I'm sure you do.
Yes.
Being an industry you work in too. Hero 3. Just do you, man. Sometimes we're right, sometimes we're wrong. It's not like you're forcing people by something. Keyword force. That's exactly right.
That's another
we don't
thing
have
too.
A gun to your head. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another topic. This is another topic for a different time, but at some point we're gonna have to discuss this about people taking responsibilities for their actions and not blaming people for whatever, taking their advice on some content that they produce or something like that. So that's another conversation.
CV sports cards, people are just dumb sometimes. You're here telling people this is what you like and it's what excites you, and people quick to jump to pump and dump.
Yeah, and that's why that's the whole point of this whole long rant, guys. I'm sorry that this is dominating the conversation, but
this quarter has been bent, dude.
They're using it incorrectly. That's not what it means. They don't know what really a pump and dump means. They're making a lot of assumptions when it just doesn't apply to our hobby to that extent, right? I believe that's me. I'm sure it happens on very high levels with certain individuals, but for the most part, I would say no. I would disagree that anybody's doing it a pump and dump.
Toa, why has this hobby all of a sudden become so insecure?
I have a theory on that. I think
it.
It's because the values of a cards have gone down significantly, and people are still
stressing out.
People are still comparing it to the big boom of like 2 years ago, and they haven't adjusted yet. And when they do that, they're like lashing out whenever they see any type of positive activity in the hobby. They're lashing out and just saying like, try to learn from your mistakes or whatever, right? They're just trying to like, they're bitter about it.
So they want to make you the fall guy.
Yes. But here's the thing. It's like we'll use Marvel cards for an example. So many people are talking about Marvel cards going down in value. I posted a thread on my Instagram showing a LeBron James Topps Refractor PSA 9 that also went down significantly in value. I also Lamine James posted one of a Giannis rookie card that also went down significantly in value. So it's not isolated to these different markets. It's across all markets. It's just like we're in a different environment where cards are not as valuable as they were at certain periods of time a few months ago. So I think that people, they're just quick to point fingers at things that they don't understand.
And I think a lot of people have never done any other type of investments like stocks and things like that either. So
everything is down, guys. Everything, yes. Stocks, crypto, everything is down. It's just
everything is just the way the market is. You just have to be patient sometimes.
Yes, Sin City cards. I'm going to be right back. You
okay? Sin City cards. Right, here's a thought: if you disagree with what people are talking about on YouTube or any other platform, then don't watch. Negativity is a cancer, and our curator army need to stop that negativity. Yes, and we know because if you watch the news too much, people feed on negativity on news, and you can get sucked in, and you can just watch the news 24/7, and it becomes like a drug. News is a drug, and you can watch the news too much, and you need to pry yourself away because people use negativity for ratings, folks. Ratings, you know what that means,
right? And it's very important for us to have a perspective of what we're seeing, because I talked about this before. When you watch too much you know, when you involve yourself in too much of these discussions that are just like they're rooted in negativity, it undermines your confidence in the things that you're doing, right? Like you might, like, I know a lot of people out there are probably thinking, oh, should I be buying Marvel cards still? Oh, I don't know. They're losing money, or they might be thinking about that about like WWE cards, wrestling cards, or whatever. And it's just like, you make your own decisions, okay? But don't let these people influence you just because they're talking bad about something. Because I guarantee none of these people even own any of these other categories of cards.
No,
But yet they have a very strong opinion about it.
that's exactly right.
Let's see here.
Who do we have next? Dan's put some deep thought into the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Ham, good to see you, Michael Ham. I am not sure how many people are truly collecting versus chasing or prying to prospect the next big thing.
That's another thing too. Like there is an entanglement of whether you are buying cards because you collect it and you think they'll appreciate and you enjoy the act of collecting, or are you only buying cards because you view it as an investment and you want to be able to get your money back, flip it and get your money back, right? Those are two different things. Not one is better than the other, but just know your audience that you're talking to, and know the content that you're watching, whether it applies to that, whatever your goals are, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I mean, guess what? When we were at the last Dallas show, I bought some Queen Elizabeth cards. Remember 1937? Mm-hmm. And I got those graded. And I think I had like 2 or 3, and I sent them to SGC. They're from and I've already sold them. I never even talked about them on the show, but they sold right away. I mean, those are different.
Like I would say, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to speak on your behalf here, Merlin, but I'll just say, like me, Merlin, our strategy and the content that we produce around that strategy is basically, we love being in the hobby. We buy things that we like, and, a certain percentage of our inventory we use for flipping to fund our involvement in the hobby, to pay for the shows, to pay for the hotels, travel, all that stuff. But a large part of our inventory is things that we hold on to. We wait for them to appreciate and things like that. Like this is not an investor only channel, right? Like investing is a small part of what we talk about, but this is not like, this is how you get rich with sports cards, right? This is how you do it full time. I'm like, that's not our audience, right? So when people criticize us, within that context, I just don't think it applies.
No.
Yeah.
It's like a whole circle. Everything needs everything. Like
mm-hmm.
JG, just curious, have you sold more Marvel cards this year than ever before? Oh, most definitely.
Yes. Because last year I wasn't selling Marvel cards. I was
no, they were just sitting there, people looking at them.
Yeah, I was collecting Marvel cards, but I wasn't selling them because there was no interest in it. And then when the interest came, then I started selling them because they had appreciated. That's how it is, guys. You buy things that you like, and then you talk about it a little bit or whatever. You wait till other people get into the category, and then there raises demand, and then those cards appreciate. And then you can sell it, and you make good profit. Not mm-hmm. everything is about buying something and flipping it right away. That's not what we're about. We buy cards that we like, we let them appreciate, and then you cash out. And there's nothing wrong with cashing out either. There's nothing wrong with taking profit. I never fault anybody for taking profit at all. But that's really the way you play the game, guys. You play the long game. Mm-hmm. I'm sure people could flip too. Flipping is definitely part of it. Me and Merlin, we flip cards, all the time, but it's not the main strategy that we use. Would you agree, Merlin? Am I speaking out of turn here?
Yeah, I mean, there's just, everything has like different weights. You just some of the things work for this, some work for that. You just have to strategize, for different things. What will work, for some, may not work for others. And you just have to, see when the time is right, when to sell the card. And if you're going to make a profit, and if you think, if that profit is right, then make it before you get too greedy. That's the thing is, don't get too greedy. Mm-hmm. Michael Ham, follow up here. We all pump, but to most of us, it's just because we enjoy what we collect. That is correct.
Yeah. That term, I don't like that term. It's not, it doesn't correctly describe what we're doing. But Michael has a good follow up here.
I should be called hyping and buying. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I can get with that. I would prefer to say that I promote things, that I share things with you. But if you want to say that I'm hyping it up, okay, fine. I can take that to a bit. Although I don't think I hype things that much, to be honest. I think I just I share things that I'm passionate about, and people see my passion for it, and it's contagious, right? I have so many people that reach out to me, say, oh, I've been watching your stuff and you got me into Marvel, you bastard, you got me down that rabbit hole. And I always laugh when they say that, because I think it's because I just show them that I'm having fun collecting these things, and they're cool, but I never say, oh, buy this card, it's going to go up, X amount of dollars or anything like that.
Yeah, you don't show the dollar signs in your videos, your reels on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mervin, how can influencers make content if they can't even talk about anything? That's totally correct. It's so silly. Some people just love to hate on success. That's so true. Michael Ham, thoughts on HRO DC cards?
I think somebody showed me that, but I don't know anything about it, so I can't talk about it yet. But let me do some research on that, Michael, and then I'll try to get back to you next week on that.
Yeah, I would like to know more on that too. Photo, why does the sports card radio dude hate on his own hobby? Because there's ratings for it.
Yeah, I don't watch that guy. I don't know about his content. I stopped watching him a couple, I never really watched him, to be honest, but I know he made some video about Sasha T, and I just don't pay attention to that dude. But
and Mojo too.
Yeah, I suspect that it's just rating, guys. It's just rating, it's controversial stuff. Gets a lot of ratings on YouTube, and some of these guys, they're probably monetized with their accounts where they get paid for how many views they get on their channel. So that's probably part of it.
He will not tell you enough how much he gets paid for all that either.
Yeah, so
he likes to brag about it.
Yeah, and there are some guys out there that talk bad about me too. You know who you are.
I'm sorry, Dan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yes. Get you, Merlin. And then you'll see their videos where they have controversial or negative topics get the most views on their channel. So that's what it for them. It's about a ratings game. That's what I really believe.
Okay.
And then I think again, they're just it doesn't matter if it was in the hobby or if it was at their work or in any type of other hobby or whatever. I think that's just how they are, right? They'll be negative about whatever they talk about. So there's just some people like that. So what we have to do is we just drown those people out, and then we talk about the positive stuff, and we flood the hobby landscape with our positivity and our enthusiasm and our fun, cool content. And that basically drowns them out. That's my strategy going forward. That's why I make all these silly videos on Instagram and things like that. I'm just trying to put a little enjoyment out there for people.
I like to do a golf parody of Sports Card Radio, Merle version. I love podcasts. What do you feel about current PMG prices and the future? Dan, what do you think about precious metal gem? And I guess that's the Marvel ones too, right?
Yeah. So right now, I think there's a price correction because more of them are coming out onto the market. And I said this before. I will claim responsibility for being the first person to bring them to market. At the Dallas Card Show, I was the first person to really grade these cards and put them out there for sale. And they were hot for a few months, and then people caught on to that. They started grading them with PSA. Now they're coming back from PSA. Okay. Now they're being put on the market, and you're seeing a lot of low grade ones be sold right now, 6, 7s, like that. So I think that's going to create a floor for the cards, and then the really good ones, when they come out, the 9s and the 10s, those were really setting new highs when those come out. But I don't think they're going to go anywhere. I don't think people are suddenly going to stop collecting Marvel. And if I don't think and if you're going to collect Marvel, you're going to collect the top brands, which are PMG's one of them. So I don't think they're going to go away. I think other people will branch out and collect other things in Marvel. But I'm still very bullish on it. And I have a large part of my collection are PMGs too. So of course I'm going to talk good about it. I'm not going to talk bad about it at all, but I would say that it could be a buying opportunity, take advantage. If you felt like you were priced out a month ago on some of these things, you can take advantage. Will they go down again? Probably. If the market still gets flooded with them, they're going to go down because it's all about supply and demand dynamics, right? So you just have to kind of pay attention to that.
So nothing's going to stop you from buying and selling PMGs this weekend?
No. I mean, I'm always constantly buying, selling, trading. So that's just part of my game, and that's part of my process that I love. So PMGs are a large part of my collection. I will sell them. I will buy them. I will trade them. There
will be some in your display case this weekend.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jair Santana, when are you fellas going to be on Sasha T's podcast? Whenever.
We're not famous enough to be on his podcast, to be honest. Like, he gets like
once we're able to pump and dump, guys.
yeah, he gets big names. So he doesn't want us. Me and him we're just like two yahoos. We're just slightly better looking than Gin and Juice from Loot Box, but like that's it, guys. We're not big time like that at all.
Charles, people are calling cryptos and stocks pump and dumps now because it's going down.
Yeah.
It's always been that way for 100 years, man.
Yeah, these guys, they love because they're not in it, right? So when things go up, they're going to criticize, and then when things go down, they're going to say, "I told you so." They just that's the game that those guys like to play.
There are always those guys who always think they know better than everybody else, and you're like, "Oh God, I hate those people in the room." When they're going to leave?
A lot of comments here. Let me try to catch up, guys. Sorry, guys. I got an opinion. I got to screen the comments sometimes because sometimes there's some people that need to be put on like a timeout. So I got to make sure I screen all these comments. Timeouts.
I never get to see them. Sin City Cards. I'm calling in now. Purple and orange Marvel Masterpiece cards will be the next play. Oh no, I'm pumping up these cards. Uh-oh. And I guess those are the current ones, correct? Bazooka Town. Star Wars cards. Galaxy is on. Oh, gosh. Could you tell how you got the Kurosawa 1 of 1? Have you been watching Between Two Slabs all year long? Do you know these two guys here? Watch the archives, guys. Watch the Instagrams. It's these two guys. It came from me first at the Culture Collision. Then it went to that guy right there.
Yeah.
From me to him. It's
don't
nepotism.
rub it in.
It's all nepotism, folks. It didn't go far. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Basically, Merlin found it in a shoebox at the Atlanta show.
Yes.
He got it for steal, and then he pumped it up to me for a whole week. And
I pumped it, dumped it at the Dallas show.
Yeah, he dumped it on me.
People kept giving me high offers. I had it at a high price. At the Dallas show, and on the first day of the show, people kept giving me high offers, and I kept refusing it. Dan was sweating bullets next to me, kept seeing the offers, and then Dan had a big sell. He sold a few of his PMGs. One of was his red Spider-Man PMG, and Dan goes, "I can't take it anymore." Put the cash on the table, and here it is. He took it.
Yeah,
on the
and I paid up for it, guys. I didn't
tenderize
him at all. I paid up for it.
Yes, he did. And then he got it graded. He just got it back like last week, correct?
Yeah, and since then I've been pumping the hell out of it.
So he's ready to pump and dump it, folks. So if y'all are ready to buy it, come down to Del Mar this weekend and see the Kurosawa. It's kind of like it's kind of like seeing one of the great artworks, I guess.
Yeah,
it's become the I can't even think right now. One thing of a great piece of artwork right now.
It's definitely the Mona Lisa.
Yes, thank you. The Mona Lisa. That's what I was trying to think of. I can't even think of her name. Come see the Mona Lisa, the Kurosawa at the Del Mar in the Great Curators display case this weekend at Union Marketplace, Del Mar Fairgrounds. It will be there. If you're interested in getting pumped and dumped, then come to the Curators display case. It's the Superfractor 1 of 1.
Yes,
one of a kind, folks. One of a kind.
Yeah. Me and Merlin will take a dump on anybody this weekend.
Oh no! Wow! Woo! Man, I saw Jackass Forever this weekend. They took a lot of dumps in that movie. Woo.
We're kidding, guys. We're kidding.
Yes.
Calm down.
But
Calm
it's a
down, all you people.
superfractor.
All you people writing comments right now, calm down.
I know,
Okay.
right? Toa, IMO, Marvel cards have untapped potential with kids. Kids know Spider-Man more than insert sports players. Yes, and have you seen the trailer for the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse yet? Because I think Spider-Gwen is.
I haven't seen that. No.
Yes, Spider-Gwen is in the trailer. Hero 3, you were ahead of the curve on the PMGs. No one was taking PMG. No one was taking or talking PMGs before.
Talking about PMGs.
Talking, yes.
Yeah, and that's the reason why, you got to share these things, because people never knew these things existed before until I started showing it off. And that's what the hobby's about: sharing things that you love, bringing awareness to it, and then other people will most likely think those things are cool too, and then they'll start collecting that too.
Dan Diaz, should we invest in V Friends?
I don't have any V Friends. I don't do NFTs or anything like that. I don't collect those zero cool cards, but I don't knock people who do it either. This is the one thing I'll tell you about V Friends. They're built on Gary V's vision, okay, for what he has for it.
Yes.
And Gary V is a very passionate, influential dude. So if I had to bet money on him to be successful at anything that he touches, I would probably bet money on it. Okay. Am I going to be collecting that stuff? No, it doesn't appeal to me unless something changes in the future. So I would just say, if you believe in Gary V and if you like NFTs and if you like the benefits that come with owning that, do it. If you think you're going to buy it and flip it and make a bunch of money, good luck. It's very risky, but we'll see, so that's what I have to say about that.
Matt, your passion for what you like is what's relatable for me and draws me here, but I don't collect Marvel or wrestling or modern sports cards. Fortunately, you never forced me to cross over. LOL.
Not yet. But I am getting more into vintage cards, Matt. So if that's what you collect, we might be featuring.
Oh, Matt likes the vintage cards, sports cards.
I'm just assuming. I mean, he doesn't like sports. He doesn't like Marvel wrestling. What does he like?
What do you like, Matt?
Yeah. So if whatever you like, let us know. We will feature that for sure, probably.
But I think it's great because I think our audience is very diverse in their collections, just like us, Dan. Which is great. Yeah. There's so many diverse collectors here, which is great because everybody can give us, you and I, so much information too, which is great. CV Sports Cards, would you trade the Kurosawa for Spidey Jews one Spider-Man? I'm sure he would think about it.
Yes, I think I would, just because I know what that Spider-Man's worth. But you know what?
If Justin's here, would you, Justin?
Who's to say the Kurosawa wouldn't be worth a lot of money someday? Who knows? It really depends on who's willing to pay for it. I don't know.
Hero 3, need more tenderizing content.
It's going to come.
Sure. It's going to come this weekend.
Yeah, hopefully, because we haven't done a card show in a while, so I haven't had a chance to flex those muscles and tenderize these fools. But I've been practicing in the mirror. If you guys saw my day in the life video that got featured on Card Porn. So hopefully we'll get some good deals and we'll be able to film that and make some cool content for you guys.
Yay, can't wait. Let's see, Victor, more world. So should the maniacs attack the negative ones in the hobby or maybe stay calm? No, don't attack them. Just ignore it, man, because
unleash
you attack them, they'll just keep doing it because they want the attention, folks. Yeah. That's the whole point of negativity. They want the reaction.
We don't want to engage with them directly. No. We'll just talk bad about them within our own channel. Guys.
Yes.
This is a funny comment
right here. Mike, thought pump and dump was when you had a drink before breastfeeding. Oh wow.
That's what it is, guys. Pump and dump is like a maternal term for breastfeeding or something like that. Like, I don't want to get too.
That's what all babies do. That's what.
But that's where it comes from, and it just became funny slang that we use.
Toa, the Kurosawa is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, it is.
For sure.
Yeah, I miss it. Mervin, can y'all pump cricket cards then? Only if Netflix does a series about cricket players, because nobody knows about cricket here in the U.S.
Find me a cricket card, Mervin. We'll do a deal, and I'll pump the hell out of it.
There you go.
Yeah. Check it out, guys. If you guys want to see the Kurosawa card right there.
It's so gorgeous.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Now, did you say you're going to have any of those Magnet 1 adapters there, like for these things, or not?
No, I don't sell those. So
okay, I really want some. How can I get a hold of any of those?
Okay, so if you guys want the adapter for a one-touch, so it fits
like for one of these, yep.
So it fits into a slab mag. You got to get it from a company. They're on Instagram. It's called Collect 3D. Okay,
Collect 3D.
Collect 3D. They make them in all sorts of colors, so you can color match them and everything like that. Go talk to that guy. Tell him that I sent you.
Okay.
So that he knows where to send the royalty checks, the commission checks to me.
Okay.
And then you guys can get your adapters there.
Okay, cool. I want to get some of those then. Okay, who we have next? Gooey and Chewy. Wow, I love the name. Definitely has been buying opportunities for PMGs. I've been able to pick up a few more to add to the 2017 Marvel FUSM collection because of the correction. Lucky to get into them prior to the boom.
Yeah, so all those people that were complaining about Marvel PMGs being too expensive and they couldn't buy them or whatever, now's your chance to buy it, right? But the thing is, like most people, it depends on what your perspective is, right? You could have the perspective like, oh, it's a pullback in price. I'm going to get the cards that I wanted. I'm going to find some deals. Or you could have the perspective like, oh, wait a second, they're suddenly not worth as much as I thought they were. I don't want to. I don't want to jump into something if I'm going to, lose money or whatever. So it's all about the perspective that you have. And this is why I have a problem with when people highlight highlight a drawback or a correction in price from the negative perspective, like the market is crashing, right? Because it undermines people's confidence in these things, and it just creates panic selling, and it hurts the overall hobby, I think, right? If like, here's my theory on this. If we are all super gung-ho about the hobby, right? Super gung-ho, we had money, we had disposable income to spend, like the hobby could go to like unlimited levels. You know what I mean? Like people would just keep buying, right? But it gets to a point where confidence in certain things hurt us, right? Like hurt us, and then we panic sell. We sell things for lower than we should be. We don't want to pay up for things or whatever, right? So it's always going to be like that. I don't think that we could ever do anything about it, really. But just be wary about people that highlight these things, is what I'm saying. Like, don't let anybody else undermine your confidence in the thing that you're doing. Whatever you buy, be confident in it, have conviction, because you probably did research on it. You probably love it, whatever it is. You probably know the market better than anybody else because you've done your research. Just have that conviction, and don't let other people undermine your confidence, okay? In things. That's my advice for
Sounds good. Mike, any thoughts on BGS opening up standard service? Too little, too late? Right now it's too late. Maybe they'll iron things out and people adapt into it, but I don't know for right now. What do you think, Dan?
I'm just going to say, based on my my feel for the market from going to card shows and transacting with so many people, I just feel like BGS has been passed over right now.
And what is the turnover for a standard service right now?
I don't know. I never sent any of my stuff to grade with them, but I know that like when we look at those reports about how many cards have been graded, BGS is behind SGC in the amount of cards that they've graded. So PSA is king in terms of turnover of cards. That then SGC is a distant second, and then way below that is BGS. So I think in terms of game market share, they're probably way behind. In terms of the value of their cards, everybody talk about this, like BGS 9.5 is like 1/3 the price of a PSA 10.
I was about to say that. Yes. That's crazy.
So, I don't know, man. I think with BGS, it's kind of like there could be some arbitrage opportunities there. I mean, I crack BGS cases quite often, to be honest. It's just nothing right now, but it could change. I think my daughter just fell over.
Oh, is she okay?
I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?
Is she crying?
Yeah, but whatever.
Whatever.
I'll let her, the mom, take care of that.
Okay. Is they intending to her?
She probably got it. She'll learn her lesson. That's what she did. She learned her lesson not to play on something. Anyways, I'm sure BHS could turn it around at some point, but they need to do something because they haven't done anything. They haven't done anything to keep up in the last 2 years. And
to make them more unique than the others.
Yeah, I think that's what's really hurt them.
Yeah, to have something like, oh, and I'll go to BGS other than SGC or PSA. We'll make them, different than the other two. And as of right now, there's nothing. Oh, I hear them. Aaron says, I love to buy something from you guys tomorrow. I want to start my birthday off right. So, Aaron, your birthday is tomorrow, the 27th.
All right, everybody wish him a happy birthday tomorrow. Feed the gods on Instagram.
Happy birthday, buddy. Happy early birthday, dude.
Aaron has a very dangerous job. Well, actually, I don't know if he has the dangerous part, but he's a tree trimmer. I know.
Oh, my God.
I get to know these guys. I get to know all you guys, and I start to share your personal details here, but he works for like a tree trimming company or something like that. I don't know if he's the actual person that climbs the tree, but those guys, that's a dangerous job, guys. Like climbing trees and cutting them down. It's insane. I would never do it.
Oh, no. Yeah. Zachary, what's up, guys? Always enjoy these streams. Can't wait to see you next videos about Del Mar.
Yeah. Super hyped about that. And with that, I think I better go check on her. So I think this is a good time for us to end the stream, just in case she's got a broken arm or something. And, I got to take her to the hospital. But
oh my gosh,
we'll see you guys. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on another week of Between the Two Slabs. Any closing statements, Merwin?
Yeah, like I said, check me out on Merle World Cards on YouTube. Please subscribe to me. Check out. I just posted a new video that's pretty freaking hilarious. Like everybody said, it's on. I just posted it on my YouTube channel. So please subscribe and like my video that just posted. And we'll probably do a live stream at the Del Mar show this weekend. For sure. So make sure you hit the bell button.
Yeah. And here's a preview, guys. We are going to be doing a special. We're going to be doing something special with Brian from Sunday League
Investor, guys.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. And then, guys, please, if you haven't done it already, please subscribe to Merlin's channel. We need to get this man to 1,000. We need to get him to 1,000 subscribers. So please help him out. Please share his stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Tell all your friends and family.
Even if you don't want to watch his, even if you don't want to watch his ridiculous videos, just subscribe.
You don't have to watch it. Right? You don't have to watch it. Just subscribe.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us, and we will see you guys next week or Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.